Okay, this podcast is for printing at the PCC lab, and I'm going to be printing to the Epson 7800, but it would work also for the Epson 3800 as well. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that Photoshop settings are in the right color space, and so that's Edit, Color Settings. You want to make sure that this one here, Working Spaces RGB, is selected on either Adobe RGB or Pro Photo. Either one of those is going to work fine. You can go ahead and select this Ask when there's a mismatch, but other than that, that's the main change. The next thing that you want to make sure is that your image actually has a profile. And you're going to have it work with the working one. In this case, it's Adobe RGB. Say OK. Then we go from File to Print. The dialog box is simpler than it used to be. So the first one is double check that you are selected on the right printer, that you've loaded your paper. You're then going to click on Print Settings. You will select your paper that you're going to use. If you're making a custom size, double check it so that you really know. So for example, this custom size actually has a margin on the top, and I'm just going to go with one of the existing ones. Then in this next dialog we get layout, so we're just going straight on that. We're going to get color matching. We are going to have Photoshop do the matching, so we don't have to worry about that. Paper handling, quite often if you come up with a print and your image is really small on the paper, check under paper handling. It may be, you may have the wrong paper listed here. Then we're going to go down to printer settings, and you're going to go under basic. We're using sheet. You're going to select the paper that you're using. 250 is if it's the thicker version, so in this case we're going to go with the premium luster. The photo mode that we're using, we're printing in color. Color mode, we are turning that off because Epson is not going to do the color management, Photoshop is. And then in terms of output resolution, they are very close, so you could go with either one. If you're going to go with the thicker matte papers, then make sure you turn off high speed. The next setting that we're going to do is, actually you don't do anything under advanced media control, and we don't have anything under roll paper because we're doing sheet. You're going to click Save, and you'll see that your paper has changed. You could click on this to change the layout of it. You can scale to fit. If you're, in this case we had to shrink it down. You can choose to center it or choose to place it wherever you want. Now in this part of the dialog box, under Document, make sure that it would read either Adobe RGB or Pro Photo. Under Color Handling, that is Photoshop manages the colors. The printer profile is going to be that same paper that you just picked. So this is the glossy heavyset paper. You'll notice then, so this is our printer, this is the paper, and this is the ink. So MK would be matte black, PK would be photo black or glossy. And I'm going to go back to that one. You're going to select perceptual and black point compensation. And at this point you'd go ahead and hit print. I'm not going to because I'm not planning to print. Okay, thank you.